Welcome to another lesson in GIMP. Today we are beginning our company logo projects. So let's begin. Our instructions say that we need to hit Command N and make a canvas that's 500 pixels by 500 pixels. So let's click on our GIMP window to make sure our commands apply to GIMP. Hit Command N and we're going to type in 500 by 500, which I've already done. 500 by 500. If we click OK, that'll make us a nice perfect square. Okay, now our next step is to choose the elliptical / the circle select tool. If we look all the way over to our left to our tool options, our circle select tool is in the top left, and would you look at that, it looks like a circle. It's right next to the tools we've used in the past, the lasso and the magic wand. So if we click our circle select tool, we're going to draw ourselves a circle and drag just like this. Now if you notice, mine goes all the way from the top left all the way to the bottom right, and it reaches every corner. Let's do that again. So if I drag all the way from the top left all the way to the bottom right hand corner, just like this, making sure that it touches all the corners. Again, I'm using the circle select tool or the elliptical select tool, whatever you want to call it, and I am making myself a circle that touches all four sides, just like this. It's very important that your circle is this big because that's the format that we're using for our logos. Okay, let's look at our Layers tab. Here we have just the one background layer, but what we want is actually a second layer. So if we click, let's look at our instructions. Okay, actually we need another step here. Command Shift N, new layer. Okay, so number 3 is to draw the circle with the canvas, which we have done. Now we're going to click Command Shift N and we're going to make a new layer. Let's see if that works. Command Shift N. So that's 3 keys, not just Command N, that's new canvas, but Command Shift N. And we see right here, new layer. All of these settings here are already good to go, but we're going to label it Circle 1. Okay, so we have a layer name, same size, good to go. Okay, so now if you look at our Layers tab over to the right, we have the background layer, which right now we're actually going to delete, and then we have Circle 1. So you want to delete that background layer. Here we go. If we look now, there's nothing on our canvas, but our directions say to fill our circle with black. So let's grab our bucket fill tool. We're going to grab our bucket fill tool and we're going to fill in our circle with black. Okay, at this point we have done steps 1 to 5. Step number 6 is similar to step number 4 because it's exactly the same thing. What we want to do is hit Command Shift N. We're going to label this one not Circle 1 but Circle 2. At this point we have Circle 2 and we're going to make it the same size. Click OK. Alright, so we have 2 layers, Circle 1, Circle 2, and if you were a betting man, I'm sure you could say that on layer Circle 2, another circle is going to go on there. So, we've made ourselves a new layer. We are going to hit Command Shift A, and that will of course unselect our first circle. Command Shift A, that will unselect our first circle, and now we can grab the Circle Select tool again, because now we're on step number 8. Okay, we're going to grab our Circle Select tool again. We're going to make a slightly smaller circle this time because we want it to fit inside our first circle. Now if you notice, I didn't give you any specific coordinates because this is something you can be creative with. You can make a circle that's really, really close to the edge of the other circle. You can make a circle that's not as big as the other one, or much smaller, I should say. I like it to be even on all sides and something along these lines. I would say it's pretty even. Okay. So now, here I have a new circle on this layer, and it's very important that I change colors. For example, just a reminder for students. It's very important that we change our color here. For example, I'm going to go with, you know what, I'm a yellow guy. I like yellow. Okay, so here we have yellow chosen. We're going to use the bucket fill tool again because we're looking at 8B. We're going to fill this circle with a new color. Boop. Okay, look at that. Holy guacamole. We have our black circle, inside we have our yellow circle, and now it is time to hit Command Shift A to unselect this new circle. Command Shift A. So now we have 2 layers, One's black, one is yellow. And if we look at number 9, I mean, I'm only going to make 2 because I'm making a video. I don't want to make a million. But you can make as many as 3 circles. You can make as many circles as you want, as long as that number is 2 or 3. It's always okay to lower the opacity of one of the layers of one of the circles just to see how it looks. For example, if we lower the opacity of this top layer, the yellow begins to blend with the black. I'm not a huge fan of that, but it was worth trying. What happens if we lower the opacity of the black layer? Meaning if we click on the black layer and we go somewhat like this. Whoa! It begins to be see-through. Now, in your final version, you won't see the gray squares. Those just represent nothing. So, lowering the opacity here does give you a cool effect of the yellow circle floating, but that's up to you. Okay, so now, once you have done number 9, once you've tried the opacity and you've made a few circles, it's time to start designing your text. Now, just as before, the text tool is the A. So if we click on the A and we draw ourselves a text box, if you notice, mine goes further than just the circle. It's okay to have text that extends past the circle. But if we look at our tool options, and as we all know at this point, our tool options is this light switch tab right here. So on the next quiz, make sure you get that right. The light switch tab is the tool options. Let's make our size somewhere like 100. Let's do 100. No, that's too big. Let's do 80. Okay, but I don't want to be typing in yellow. Let's choose, let's go, red, ketchup and mustard, that sort of thing. Okay, let's type the name of our company, which is, of course, let's just call it, it's right, company name. Oh, no! Why is our company name behind our yellow layer? Let's drag it up so it's above. Okay, company name. Now, I want this entire bit of text to be on one layer, or one line, I should say. So let's make it smaller so it fits. Okay, look at that, company name. Okay, so now once you've done your company name, you can do your slogan down here, which is going to be, we make good things. Yours should be different. I'm actually going to make this smaller. Let's do 50. Okay, even that might be a little bit too big. Okay. So ladies and gents, now you can see we have got our company name up here, our slogan. Just as we've done in the past with your banner, you can make the text as a million different fonts. You can do the 3D shadow text, which I'm not going to do here because I've shown you that in a different video. And of course you want to follow that rubric because there's many other things you need. But this is just a foundation of your company logo. You notice I have 2 circles and at least 2 bits of font. Really, make it as interesting and as eye-catching as possible. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you later.